you can see, their finishes in previous seasons are all definitely in the one digit, the single digits. With Monster Racer having an incredible season last season on X2, which he came second place, and Siveure fourth, averaging around fourth or fifth place each time. Pretty interesting. All right, so let's get these racers up on the screen and get started. Looks like we're pretty good to go here. Oh, whoops. Hopefully the stream's looking okay. The quality and everything. Here we are, Monster versus Siveure. There's our layout. Of course, I forgot to put up the timer. Classic. I'll fix that in a second. That's not it. Please ignore what you're seeing. CoNDOR. There we go. Okay. Think we're just about good to go here. I hope you all are ready for some exciting racing. It's gonna be incredible. Yeah, the Penta. Listen, all right. Yeah, some very good clips as well. Thank you, Winterbick. Hopefully everything's set up. Just making sure, is the title accurate? It is not. Making sure, is the title. Whoops, there I am. And I'm looking for Pantslore. All right. Well, I'm not gonna delay any further. I'm sure Pants will be here in a moment. Looks like they are underway. We are about to begin. Here it is. Crypto Necrodancer Racing Season 12, Monster versus Siveure. It's gonna be awesome. Let's go. Oh man, hit that music right at the right timing for that. It's beautiful. Love to see it. That's what we're all about here. Timing to music. All right, an immediate trapdoor. Both racers gonna hop down there. Now we're gonna start to see some interesting strategies across the racers. It's one of the things I really love about Necrodancer Racing is that there is a variety of strategies. There's not necessarily one strategy because, of course, you're constantly in a battle between going fast and farming items. The game can be cleared with 0 items, but of course, you have to weigh the risks of going out of your way to grab items in the hope that they will speed you up. Certain items, of course, you'll want to collect that will speed you up. You're gonna have to get a weapon. We see Monster Racer has picked up a gold cutlass here. That's going to give a little bit of extra range. So far, Civ's not picked up a whole bunch, just the blood drum, which is really useful late game. We'll see a lot of the racers taking that blood drum. And also a glass torch. Actually going to check this shop, and it's a good one. So I imagine, yeah, that's going to be a shop kill for Civ. Going to get the titanium rapier, one of the finest weapons in the game. And of course, yeah, Monster Racer picking up those boots of floating. That's a pretty odd choice. You tend to not see those things picked up. You do ignore all floor hazards, but that includes trapdoors. And trapdoors are very valuable. And here we go. We got Pantslore here. What's up, Pants?
Hello.
Thanks for joining me. I'm going to get the stream up for you in a second here.
Oh, perfect.
There we go. All right, let me just get the volumes correct. There we go. I think we're good. Should be streaming to you. Do you see it?
Yep, I finally am for the first time.
Nice.
Turned up as a fancy setting to turn off like GPU acceleration, and I figured out that. So
now we're good?
Yep.
Perfect timing. That's awesome. All right. Well, we've got things started with our first race here. This is a best of 5 between Monster Racer and Siveure, and we can see that a very interesting thing has happened already. Monster Racer has taken the floaty boots. Now that's a good pickup for, yeah, it's a good meme, honestly. It's a good pickup for Coral Rift, but it's pretty bad for going fast. But we will see. Maybe it is the dawning of a new era. I don't know.
I hope so.
Now, yeah, I guess like if you do get a foot swap into zone 5, because of course zone 5 is when the floaty boots really get bad because you want to step on the wire. It helps you kill enemies faster. But I think that still missing out on trapdoors is kind of a thing.
It's okay. The sea just won't have any trapdoors.
Yeah. Ooh, now there is a shop kill for Monster. Because Siveure already killed Freddy Merchantry, the shopkeep, that will not be there for Civ. So Civ's not going to be able to get that armor. But that armor that Monster picked up is the best armor in the game. The heavy plate.
Kill for the weapon?
Yep.
Monster had like leprechaun charm instead, which let him have enough money.
That's correct. Yep, farmed up the leprechaun. You got it. All right, check it out. I've got some cards here. Oh, that's a sound. There's the heavy plate, 2 heart protection, and heavy status. All right. Another thing to note about the titanium is that it is a 2 damage weapon. This rapier, but of course, when you lunge, it's gonna do double that. The rapier does double damage on lunging, and so it's actually doing 2 damage up close, 4 damage at a distance. We can see we're already into zone 3 here. Now, typically, if you're looking at the speedrun timer, you can see the race time at the bottom, or their seated timers in the bottom left of each of their screen. You're usually thinking you're going to want to be under 2 minutes into zone 2, and then about a minute a zone after that is like really good pace. Of course, that usually slows down into zone 4. Zone 4 is sort of notorious for being a little bit on the slower side. It's an excellent... Oh, man. That was really... What a play there from Monster Racer. That was getting really dicey.
It's fine.
It was fine, yeah. Using the blood drum to remove the freeze is a pretty clever play. Anytime you take self-damage, it breaks the freeze. And we're going to see it right up the middle strat here for Civ. Keeping it close. Monster, though, now that Monster's into Zone 4, the floaty boots are actually incredible for Zone 4. Yeah. You can avoid all the goo. And so Siveure's going to have to be careful. Stepping on goo is really dangerous. It's one of the worst hazards in the game. It means you can't attack. You turn little. And this push from Monster with
Monster's pushing through there. Okay.
Yeah, with the armor can just kind of.
You got the armor, yeah.
Take all those hits.
And 4-3's coming up. Well, you'll get healed by something.
Hopefully, yeah, there'll be a pixie out there. I don't know. Maybe like a telemage will be friendly and like heal you or something. But
still one, it'll drop an apple.
Sure.
That happens sometimes, I think.
Yeah. A Ring of Pain pickup now for Monster Racer. So that does an AoE attack every time Monster hits something. So that's going to be pretty awesome.
He could have used it to take out the sarcophagus by tapping the rider twice, which I think would have saved 1 beat.
Yeah. At this point, it does matter. Even just saving the single beats could make the difference between a win and a loss in these races. You can see Civ also picking up the Ring of Pain, but going down to half a heart. So Siveure is looking a little bit dangerous here. Monster Racer now into Zone 5. And here's where things could get real bad. This zone is designed around swarming, which is typically not a problem because of the wire that you can stand on.
But he's got Pain, though.
Pain,
so...
yeah. Yeah, Pain seems to be handling the swarms just fine.
Confirmed good.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy, actually. I mean, Monster didn't know that they were going to get Pain in this run, so the floaties were still a big risk, but this is really working out for Monster right now.
It's actually quite good that Monster doesn't have a torch. Well, I don't know how good Siveure is at screen watching, but like, if you're Monster right here, you don't want to see any trapdoors that Siveure would screen watch and see.
It's a great point. Yeah, I think traditionally Siveure runs
walls, don't have a torch. It's all perfect.
Yeah, it's a pretty good call. This build now for Monster Racer, now through onto Dead Ringer, it does not matter the boot situation. So this is just a straight up lead, but oh man, Siveure goes down there, getting
a lead now.
Yeah, it's quite the lead. So going down there in the 5-2 boss room to a dragon, without the torch, you can get surprised pretty easily from some mini bosses. And we'll see Monster Racer is now on to the Necrodancer. This is the final boss of the game. A really solid run here for Monster, especially with floaty boots. So that was a trap doorless run. Pretty impressive. And we'll see that replay there. Siveure's going to show us the replay. This game shows you your death replays whenever you die, which is actually really useful because then you can kind of figure out what you did wrong. Because one of the great things about this game is it's quite fair. It will, like, if you lose, it's probably your fault. Or if you die, it's probably your fault, which is a good thing, I think, in game design, because games being unfair feel real bad. And this game is quite fair. All right, and that's going to do it. Monster Racer is going to take game 1 here of our best of 5. Let's take a quick gander at that death from Siveure. Oh, that's really wrong. This is super wrong. Why did that happen?
Wow.
I guess that button. Oh, that's why. Nope, that's not why. Okay, I don't know. Oh, because it's running. Okay. I guess we won't be doing the big moments. I don't have those set up. And that's fine. We'll just try and get the replays in where we can. All right.
You're saying the game is very fair, and like, it's actually quite possible and specifically designed so that you can win without picking up any items. At least on Cadence. On most characters too, like Arya, the sort of hard mode, you can like learn how all the enemies work and get some good instincts about how they swarm together and pick them off one by one with just the base dagger.
Yeah, low percent is pretty well run category in this game, and every character has been completed with low percent, including Coda. And in fact, there is a challenge mode where you complete all 13 characters minus Coda as low percent, and that's been cleared by a few people as well, where you just play through all of the characters in a row without dying on low percent. It's quite the challenge. This game has notoriously difficult achievements, and that is one of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds so tedious.
And the crazy thing about that is that some of the like typically easy characters become the hard characters and vice versa, which is kind of funny.
Bard, I guess?
Bard is dangerous, yeah, because almost all damage you take in low percent is permanent, unless you get Pixie Kiss. So Bard and Melody are kind of hard. I mean, Bard's not too bad, but you have to just make sure you really go slow. Oh,
if you're impatient, you really need a torch.
Let's get a replay of that. That
Civ.
kill there from Civ was really, really awesome. We'll get a replay here. So throwing their dagger away and using the Scroll of Need to get the shopkeeper kill. Very, very nice.
Monster, meanwhile... Oh, is that... Scroll of Need, I missed that. That's really good.
So through the dagger and then Scroll of Need for the kill. It's the perfect amount of damage, too. It's the 1 from the dagger and then the 8 from the lunge on the... So yeah, it's really awesome. We're going to see a blood drum kill from Monster. Both racers wanting this pink shovel. It's actually a bit of a controversial item because it's so good. You really do have to go out of your way to get it.
What a weapon choice. You have Blood Rapier, Titanium Longsword, and you choose Obsidian Dagger.
Yeah, that's an odd choice. So far, Monster Racer is 2 for 2 for making odd choices in a race, because floaties were also an odd choice. But we'll see. The 3 damage might pay out. That's true. Yeah, Monster is always pushing the boundaries on the meta a little bit.
Like, I don't know him very well, but I assume he's just like trying to get people sort of tilted, or trying to get seed variants, or just trying to have fun maybe. But like, how is he so good if he's doing that, you know?
Yeah, the Monster is consistent.
Like, these aren't actually good strats, are they? Like,
well, that's the thing. So... They're like, yeah, they're like, I don't know what the word is. They're just like perpendicular strats. They're just like strategies that are like obtuse. So, and I think that's great. And it could be, you know, part of the factor might be like, wait, what is Monster doing? And makes you sort of like think twice about it. And one of the things we'll talk about a lot with this game is something we call brain RAM, which is, you know, you only got so many cognitive resources going on in your head, and this game is quite taxing on them. But if you can
It
cause
sure is.
your opponent to think twice about something or get inside their head, I find all the mistakes I make when I play this game are when I'm, you know, distracted by something or makes me think twice about something. And so, yeah, maybe
But
that's
he's also
Monster's play. It's that
consistently
mind games.
top tier, facing all the top tier racers, and like you have to also be good for that to work. And he makes some really weird choices. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
I love it, but I don't understand.
Yeah, it's great. It's the chaos sort of team. If there was one of those, you know, those alignment grids with like chaotic
Oh, I'd
evil
be on
and
the team.
yeah. I don't know which. We could probably slot each of the players into a different spot on that grid. Okay, Monster Racer with some huge farming here, picking up the. Okay, we have a glass whip. We no longer have a glass whip. It's gone.
Oh,
We're down to a glass shard, which is just the 1 damage. It's not good.
well. Was the glass like useful for 1 extra beat after dropping a multiplier or anything? Well, no, because getting hit.
I don't think getting
drops
hit
your
was the
glass
plan there.
multiplier.
Yeah. All right. I think that's one of those Mike Tyson situations.
Oh, a nice convenient leprechaun for Civ. Nicely set up.
And Monster,
It's just the zone where you want it. Oh,
yeah, really pushing
Blast
now.
Helm. Blast Helm, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, Blast Helm's going to be really helpful. Both racers have Blast Helm. With Civ's Blast Helm being slightly better because of the grenade charm. So it's going to be 6 damage bombs instead of the 4 damage bombs. And we're going to see some really nice Blast Helming here. These Blade Masters are traditionally one of the more annoying characters. Holy cow, Monster Racer has caught up. Monster Racer was like a number of levels behind and is now in the lead, or at least pretty much tied. That was some incredible pushback from Monster Racer. Definitely a player who knows how to go fast. In Season X2, Monster Racer was pretty much just trying to get the top of the leaderboard for the fastest runs of the season. I know that was... They pulled the reins back a little bit on that this season. Was more interested, I think, in having a really good record instead of just like... Because essentially, if your opponent dies, you want to slow play a little bit. But Monster Racer would not do that last season. It would just keep going. And it's kind of incredible that Monster Racer took the lead. Wait, taking a whip over a titanium broadsword?
I love it. Go, Monster.
The favors have been dangled.
You know it.
Versus a glass rapier. If Monster Racer wins this and you're Civ, I don't know what you say. You're just like, I don't know what to do
You say
anymore.
I forfeit game 3.
Yeah, because Civ currently has one of the best builds you can possibly have, and Monster Racer has one of the worst weapons you could possibly have.
Like, at least it's not obsidian or base. That's all you can really say for it.
Yep. I guess, yeah, it's like the 3rd worst weapon in the game. You can see just how much Monster's getting totally tangled up here. Has lost some ground. I think the broadsword would have kept them in a little bit.
Blood jump freezes. That's good.
Yeah, using that blood drum again for the freeze is really nice. Really not that far behind, given that they have a whip. Okay, the pulse spell from the scroll for Civ, but this is a little off the rails. This gives an opportunity. Oh my god! And yeah, Civ's just gonna tank that.
Hey, nicely done.
And some blood drums for Monster. And look at this, we're going into Necrodancer.
Is
At the same time, what the heck? Yeah, that glass break from Civ was incredible to get the Dead Ringer on the rails again. That can be a really costly mistake. And we've got 1 hit for Monster, but no hits yet for Civ. Monster's in the lead. Oh, but getting obliterated by this dragon.
Oh, that's like 3 hits.
Okay, we're now tied 3-3. 4 for Civ.
Okay.
4 for now Monster Racer. Civ getting the 5th hit. 1 more hit for Civ. 1 more hit for Monster. Who's gonna get it? There's a dragon. Oh, we're dead. Oh, and half a heart now for Siveure. Oh.
I was so excited for Titanium Whip to be confirmed better than Glass 30.
Oh my goodness, what a finish. That was insane.
Dang, GG.
Oh, I'm gonna have to catch my breath after that one. Yeah, the Red Dragon put in work on both racers there. Half a heart for Civ. If Civ died, that was gonna be a double death reset.
Props to Civ for not taking Whip. Yeah, it was a hard choice, but probably the right one in the end.
Although also props to Civ for getting that glass rapier to the end. That was from
true. That
what was
was
it?
at
1-1, 1-2.
wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Insane. Holy cow, that was so awesome. I don't know what it is about CoNDOR season playoffs, but they are always the best races. They're so good. People are at their peak game. They've got their 4 to 6 weeks of practice in, and you'll love to see it. Of course, two vets here. These both these racers have been racing CoNDOR for a couple years anyways. Monster a little bit newer. Monster actually has a pretty notorious beginnings. Came in through our beginner league, Conduit 31. Kind of came out of nowhere. And you know what's really interesting is thinking back on that, that tournament was a lot of Monster doing really crazy strats and causing their opponent to die. And I feel like that is, even though now Monster Racer has really like improved as a racer, gotten a lot more consistent, I feel like, yeah, we're seeing a lot of those same decisions being made. Really weird decisions. Yeah, Electro, seriously, everyone was dying in that tournament. It was bloodbath, that one. All right, so we're so far nothing too special. It looks like we do have a blood shop here, so we're gonna check it, and it's not great either. But we are gonna kill for the blood drum. As you saw in that last one, the blood drum was a big difference in Monster Racer taking the lead in that Necrodancer fight. It lets you get a free hit on the Necrodancer.
I know the monster goes for blood drum, blood cutlass, infinite blood build.
Yeah, are we gonna see a blood build? I don't know. So blood
They're
weapons,
so hard to pull off.
They are. If you can get some, I mean, cutlass helps. You're parrying a lot. If you can get like some purple hearts.
Yeah, purple potion is great. Good armor is great.
Yo, Snow Bro.
Like, purple hearts get you from like every 10 kills you heal, right?
Yep.
And every whenever you're on half a heart with blood, you do infinite damage. So the idea is you keep yourself on half a heart the whole run and have infinite damage the whole run. Sounds pretty good. Well, you also can't get hit ever. You know, you have half a heart. And your blood weapon heals you every 10 kills, which can be really obnoxious when you're in the middle of a swarm and suddenly, oh, you've been healed. How helpful. And now you only have 1 damage instead of infinite. But if you get purple hearts, then you can basically have 20 hearts of buffer until the unfortunate heal happens. And that can be useful.
Absolutely, yeah. And usually you'd pick up something that you can self-damage, like the blood drum or a blood shovel. By the way, Siveure there doing something we don't see very often. But, oh, there's that Scroll of Need. Gets the glass armor. But something we don't normally see is using that Shrine of Sacrifice, which if you kill 5 enemies on it, it gives you 3 random items. But if you kill a mini-boss on it, it gives you 3 glass weapons. And that is what we saw there. Civ gets it and gets that glass armor.
Is Civ gonna get the armor too? Oh, that's unfortunate for Monster.
Yeah, really smart play though from Civ. Now, something that I think we should point out to the speed gaming community, because of course we see a lot of Link to the Past rando on this channel where screen watching is banned. This is, it is encouraged. It is actively encouraged in our racing. We find that it's awesome for the meta. We've never banned screen watching ever since the very start. We had a lot of other really bad ideas, but this was a good one that we kept with. And it allows for some really interesting decision making. It also allows for some rubber banding effects, where if a racer is behind, they will, you know, get a chance to see, oh, that chest is not something I should look into. I'm going to skip it. And then they gain a little bit of time on their opponent. So it makes the races closer. It's really awesome. And we are seeing that blood build right now. I guess with the glass armor, it makes sense.
Ooh, is Monster gonna go? Yep. Monster's bombing that.
Bombing the trapdoor too, and gets the sunglasses. So this is a 3 damage cutlass.
The stairs right there. It's fine.
Yeah, it's true. So now Monster can just heal up. Monster was running with the infinite damage being at half a heart, but now that they have 2 damage ups from that boss shrine, this is a lot of enemies. This is a lot of enemies, and I can't see what's happening. Nice freeze.
You got a cutlass though, so
yeah, so it's fine. And a very nice freeze there. Oh, tactical pause. Yep. I don't know what that was. Uh-oh. Okay. Are they okay?
Oh, wait.
Hello?
No.
That's not good. Uh-oh.
Their keyboard? Like,
Yeah,
geez.
I don't know what just happened there.
Well, Monster's known for making interesting decisions. No. I hope we figure out whatever is going on here and we can get this working again.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate.
And it's right in the middle of a close race, too.
Yeah, that stinks.
And like, Monster had the double bosses and different weapon, and Civ bombed the shrine for a cheese instead.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, this might be a rerun. We're going to see what the refs decide on this one. But I feel like that was definitely a case of no inputs. They just stood there while everything killed them. So, and, you know, this is where it gets a little dicey, because if, of course, you're way behind and you just do this to, like, say, oh, my controller didn't work, we better restart. But in this case, Monster Racer was not way behind. And, I mean, I feel like our community, you know...
Yeah, we're not at that point yet.
We're not.
We'll trust you to not sit at your keyboard and die. Well, everyone sits at the keyboard and dies in this game, but not deliberately.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see. I'm going to pause the timer here, and we'll see what the refs decide on.
Civ Korea. Sorry, I sent him a really funny meme, and he got distracted.
All right, looks like we are... Okay, looks like we are gonna unpause and treat this as a death, based on the context. That was what they decided. So looks like
very fair, but very harsh for Monster.
It's an unfortunate situation for Monster, but yeah, it's kind of, it would be unfair for Civ. Hey, Feasel. Looks like we got ourselves maybe situated here with the title. Yes, we did. Very good. Thank you so much, Feasel. It's nice to see you, and we appreciate being here on Speed Gaming. It's a great community. So this is going to get counted down in a second.
Did we hear from the refs what happened to Monster? Did they tell you what he said happened?
Just said a technical issue, but didn't say what the technical issue was. Okay. So countdown happened, and so I will unpause in a moment. And unfortunately, Monster Racer is going to start from the top. Now, there is hopefully some seed retention for Monster, having played this seed already. We do run seeded, so it's going to be the same seed as before. Oh, I like that.
This is the first time they've both seen this seed, but for Monster, it's now the second time having played this early floor before.
Right. Yeah, that's worth saying. I know that whenever this game is run... Oh, a nice pulse there. Distance pulse.
Yeah, like
whenever
GDQ and stuff.
Yeah, GDQ. When we say seeded, it makes it feel like it's something that's been practiced. This has not been practiced. It's only seeded in the sense that it, in an unseeded run, every time you reset, it'll be a brand new seed. Whereas in this run, when you reset, it's the same seed. But of course, yes, neither racer has actually seen it yet. Yeah, which is also great for racing. Yeah, that was one of the bad decisions that we made originally with CoNDOR, is we played unseeded, and I was definitely like, no, why would we ever want to do seeded? And after doing seeded now for multiple years, it is by far the better choice. It's so much better than unseeded.
I think I agree, but I don't know that I'm gonna poo-poo unseeded so much. I think it was fun.
It was definitely chaotic, but I mean, and it also spawned all of our like our memes, like the Swagga suit and the steak knife, like
yeah,
because
true.
it was people getting brutal RNG because they kept getting garbage items and their opponent got like all the good items. But you know, that's how it goes. All right, so Monster Racer picking up a free spell here. That's that same free spell that Siv's got. Did not go for the glass that we saw Siver go for. Is going to just stick with this blood cutlass. Ooh, and we got ourselves the pink shovel there. We'll probably see Siv take that once they figure out this metal door Blade Master situation. Now, another interesting rubber banding mechanic that comes out of having the racers seeing each other's screen is that the person in the lead will often slow down a little bit. Something we love to call slow play procedures. And that's actually good for the race. Even though, you know, they could just keep going, but if they die, then they'll be behind the other racer. So they slow play, and you kind of have to play the game of like slow playing, but not slow playing so much that you allow your opponent to catch up. We have definitely seen that happen many, many times. So you have to kind of be a little bit, it's a bit of a gamble. You have to be a little careful to make sure that you don't accidentally slow play too hard. But it also, yeah, gives your opponent a chance to catch up. Now Monster here is just hanging out again. What's going on? This looks like an alt-tab situation. Is this intentional? I don't know what's happening here.
I mean, it's probably the same issue, right?
One would
Well, how
assume.
did he get over there? Was he going for better armor, and then his keyboard decided to go up and nothing else forever again?
This might be a meme? Maybe?
Oh, yeah. He's just doing the 1-4 wait out your opponent.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, maybe it's just that, yeah, one of the other options, of course, the sort of as the meta seesaws back and forth. Say that 5 times fast. It will, what you want to do is kind of just get a lead if your opponent dies. So you don't, if you're really far behind, it's not a good idea to just sit on the death screen and wait for your opponent to maybe die. It's better to play through at least a zone so that you'll have a zone lead.
Excuse me.
And so that's what we're seeing here. Now this is a Warhammer Deadringer, and it actually went pretty well. So Siv's going to be moving on. Hammer's good for ringing bells. It's true, but it's also very dangerous. Okay, so with the Giganticism Scroll, Siver's not even going to have to take damage when they dig with the blood drum, or sorry, blood shovel. And so now it's just a matter of 3 more hits, and then Siv's going to take a game 3. An unfortunate game here for Monster as they wait out the time here. They'll be dropping down to the next floor. Hopefully they're... Well, it's not going to matter. As Siv does take game 3. And we are going to move right on to game 4. Hopefully everything is okay on Monster's side in terms of their keyboard and stuff. I am not sure. GG's, though.
Ugh. GG. For once, Civ won due to a bad
Oh,
computer.
that's true,
That's
yeah.
right.
Civ is notorious for their bad computer. Sometimes they'll look like their character's kind of floating around because of all the lag and stuff. Yeah. All right. So what is happening? Is Monster okay? Can we get someone to check the booth? Is he still doing all right? Because of course we could swap sets, just go to another set while Monster gets everything figured out. It looks like Monster's keyboard seems to be working as he moved to the stairs to get this race underway.
I mean, it seems to be working all through zones 1 and 2 as well.
This is true. Yeah, I just didn't know if when it stopped in the Conjure, if that was like another...
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Because that's not usually how people...
Well, it is Monster.
It is Monster.
And someone in chat was saying that he normally hides in zone 2 instead of 1-4.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know.
Very good. Okay, well, it looks like we are going to jump right into game 4. Now, if Civ wins this, Civ will be moving up the winner's bracket and sending Monster down to the loser's bracket. This is a double limb tournament, so, you know, losing here doesn't mean you're out, but it makes the road a lot tougher. You have to play a lot more games if you go into the loser's bracket. Okay. I guess that was a dagger throw for good luck for Monster Racer, and finds a titanium dagger right away.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's a solid pickup. Now it's a 2
Good
damage weapon.
If you throw that dagger against another wall, then you'll find a 4 damage dagger next.
Excellent. That's how that works. I was thinking just it's +1, but you're saying it's a ×2 situation? Okay. I was going to say maybe obsidian, but... Ooh, crystal dagger even. Okay, it looks like Monster is doing some Minotaur wrangling here. This is
much easier ways to do this.
Yeah, this is your bread and butter, is it not? Uh-oh. And now we've got a dragon, and now we have to wrangle. Oh, okay.
Oh, but that's the perfect. He was in the cubby. Oh.
He was in the cubby. You could have turned him to a horizontal minotaur or a vertical minotaur. Well, we tried. Okay, Monster is going all over the place here. Did pick up a potion. Civ is thinking about... What? Wait, what? What are we doing? I am so confused. What are we...
is killing for...
He's wrangling this dragon. Finally opening that cracked wall.
Is it any good?
It's just the glass shop. It's not that...
you're not even gonna take...
I guess glass is good.
The ring? You could have used the dragon to get the ring.
Could have got
the glass dagger I was talking about.
Oh my... Going for the jaw, but now is a naked jaw here. So the glass jaw is... Oh, are we going to take dry baby? I mean, you've got the glass jaw.
If you left the dragon alive and spent another 10 beats...
Oh, you could do this. You could do this with the throwable titanium dagger.
Oh, that too?
And the jaw ×2 damage. This is... Once again, Monster Racer making very questionable decisions. You'll love to see it.
With a nice, much better obsidian cap.
Yeah, one of my favorite weapons for sure, the obsidian cap. Whoa, look at that.
That's a shop.
That is a shop. It's got some goodies in it. Ooh, some cookies too. Now, why would you blow up a barrel and just keep walking away from it? What if it's amazing? Which it was. It's cookies. I guess it's not that good because of blood drum.
I feel like it's mostly not amazing, and so you're saving time on average.
That's probably why Civ's better than me at this game. But is going to pick up these cookies and eat 2 of them to get to full health. But yes, of course, you can only hold on to 1 item at a time unless you have a backpack. So it's the right call, but it could have been a ring of pain or something.
I mean, he did look at the barrel as he walked away, right? It wasn't off screen.
No, yeah, it was still on screen, so you're right. If it was good, you're absolutely
known.
Yeah, yeah. Listen,
it could have been a ring of pain disguised as cookies. You never know.
I don't know how many more times I can say you're right, but you're right, Pantslor. You're right. I'm wrong. Yeah, no, 100%. Keeping it on that makes total sense. I just never considered it. But yeah, keeping it on the screen is a good idea, but walking away from it will save time if it's bad, which it usually will be.
Oh, that bat for Civ, giving us a vacation Minotaur.
Yep, see you later, Minotaur. Ooh, and we got a Darkness Shrine. Now, this is awkward. So Monster Racer gets one of the best shrines, the Darkness Shrine, but with a glass jaw, this is, like, particularly dangerous.
And a one-range weapon? Like...
Switch it to the good... And the staff, like...
to a different...
Yeah, no, staff is scary.
I prefer the staff over the harp.
But not into Zone 4. That little push there for Monster Racer, there was a tall sprite. That could have just been an instant death. So, I don't think I explained, but the Glass Jaw is a ×2 damage on all of your damage multipliers. But it's also you die if you get hit.
Yeah, so. Very traditional glass cannon sort of thing, or very extreme glass cannon, I guess.
Yeah, and we're gonna be
just normal glass cannon. Anyway, it's real good, but also real bad.
It's both good and bad at the same time. It's Schrodinger's cannon.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's a good song. Ooh, that bounce trap for Monster could have been an up bounce trap.
Yeah, with this darkness effect. And not even checking shops, which I guess is fair.
Bounce traps actually have a different hitbox or a different sprite in darkness than the other traps, I think. Or maybe it's the bomb trap that does. So, like, you might have been able to know that wasn't a bounce trap by, like, really being sure about exactly how many pixels tall it was. But I don't know that you do that.
Monster is just pushing with this ring and the glass jaw. I mean, they have the potion. I'm only just realizing that now. So it's not
Oh, that's good.
as bad. It's still a little spicy. Now, this is Ring of Peace, I think. No, this is not Ring of Peace. That was already found.
Oh,
Siveure
sorry,
has
yeah,
the Ring
Civ
of
got
Peace,
it.
but Civ is behind.
Yep, that was for my shrine.
And once again, Civ just has the better build. Oh, and Monster Racer ditching the staff
that's
in
good,
Zone
though.
4. That is wise. Oh, and could sell the ring. Yeah, we're going to see that.
Could sell the weapon too.
Yeah,
It
don't
is
do that.
monster.
It's a bold strategy.
Look, it just tilts your opponent, which I think is the plan. It's hard to know.
Well, I don't know about you, Pants. I definitely want to see Monster take this and send us to a Game 5, especially given that unfortunate loss in Game 3. So we shall see. But this is spicy. Oh, transmuting the thing into transmute tomes. That's kind of funny, but we already saw Dry Baby, so we're going to just leave that alone. Oh, we broke it. We broke her stuff. So
no.
there goes the potion and all of our glass. Now we're on a base dagger,
You could
essentially.
transmute your glass. That'd be fun. Maybe you could
Pants
do a weapon.
lore.
You have like 3 transmutes. Oh, you have so many transmutes. You've got. That's maybe the actual play.
That,
Look how
you
many
know,
transmutes you have.
you once again, I don't think you're wrong. I think you're right here. And you can actually do it with that ham as well, or the chicken. Oh! The timing on that wall pig. That was amazing. All right, we're going to freeze here for sure. And Monster will be checking the weapon. Meanwhile, Civ is going to be just moving on up. Now, Civ also, in addition to this being just a really good build, has the Miner's Cap.
Siveure, if Monster had just sold his weapon, he wouldn't be in this situation.
That's a great
That's what
point.
I'm saying.
That's true. Be in a much worse situation.
Well, I don't know. Zone 1's easier than this.
I don't think that's how racing works. Well, I mean, we have a titanium harp now, which is pretty decent, but unfortunately, after breaking that glass rapier, Civ's really got the better build, and it's just pushing. And yeah, skipping all the enemies and just going fast, but that Miner's Cap auto digs the walls, and that is a lot of saved beats. Though they're both on Dead Ringer, and once again, okay, we got a cat strat into Dead Ringer. Very nice for Civ. Knowing your Dead Ringer kills is really critical. There's not a ton of RNG with this boss. Oh, we're going to see an Oblivion strat there for Monster. And once again, we are both into the Necrodancer right around the same time. Civ has done an unbelievable amount of damage to themselves going into this fight, and they are now at 1.5 hearts, which is pretty scary. With the quartz armor, 2 enemies will kill, or 2 hits from an enemy will kill you pretty much all the time. But this is some incredible teleports, and honestly, that was a very clean Necrodancer, and Civ is going to take it, and does take
Nicely
the set,
handled.
knocking our racer who got second last season down into the losers bracket already.
No, GG.
Yeah,
Good
GG.
luck in the losers bracket, Monster.
And also that, you know, sets up Civ for a nice position in this tournament. If they can win, I think one more, that puts them at, oh no, I guess you can get 4th if you win your next race at a minimum. That was where they landed last time, as we see here on the bracket. See Civ moving on. Monster Racer going to be against the loser of our next match, which is Spooty versus Tough. Now, this is interesting. I have so much to say about this next match. 2 of the most experienced racers going toe-to-toe. Spooty Biscuit, who is our current 2-time champion. Once we've moved our seasons into the X category, Spooty has not lost an X, a CoNDOR X. Won the original CoNDOR X and X2, and is now, looking to win XII. Where Tough has, I think, did Tough get... I'll have to check the stats. But I think Tough got second in a season against Inknut.